Hi, I'm Sky. I'm 22 and still living at home while finishing my business degree at the local college. Not ideal, but it saves money. At least that's what I tell myself to make it bearable. Where were you until 9:30? Your class ends at 8. Dad stands in the hallway, arms crossed, checking his watch like he's timing me for the Olympics. Study group ran late, Mark. I've started calling my father by his first name. It creates distance, makes him seem less like the all-powerful dad and more like the controlling man he is. Don't call me that. And next time text me if you're going to be late. I'm literally a grown woman. My sister Amber walks in then. Hair perfect as always, not a care in the world. She's 24 and still lives here too, but somehow the rules are different for her. Hey, Daddy. I might be out super late tonight with Jason. Don't wait up. She kisses his cheek. Just be safe, sweetheart. His whole demeanor changes, voice softening like he's talking to a child instead of a woman 2 years older than me. Later in the kitchen, I find Mom making dinner, pretending not to have heard the whole exchange. That's not fair, and you know it. That's just how your father is, Sky. You know he worries about you. He doesn't worry about Amber. Your sister doesn't give him reason to worry. I text my friend Jenna while chopping vegetables with more force than necessary. Family dinner tonight? How's the dictatorship going? Her response comes quickly. The usual. Dad tracking my location, different rules for perfect Amber. Mom looking the other way. Girl, that's not normal. You need to get out of there. Working on it. One more semester. My phone buzzes again. A text from Mark, not Dad. Never Dad anymore. Your location services are turned off. Turn them back on immediately. The next morning, I'm rushing to my 8 a.m. class when Amber blocks me in the hallway. Dad saw your text to Jenna. He checked your phone while you were showering. My stomach drops. He what? You shouldn't say those things about our family. You're making him upset. Mom walks by, pretending not to hear as usual. That's invasion of privacy. I'm an adult. His house, his rules. Maybe if you were more respectful. That evening, Dad confronts me. I don't appreciate you bad-mouthing this family to outsiders. You went through my private messages. Nothing is private under my roof. I pay the bills here. I see Amber smirking behind him. Mom suddenly very interested in her magazine. 2 days later, I'm late for class, rushing out to my car when I realize Amber's car is blocking mine. I park behind her sometimes, but she usually leaves before me. I frantically text her, already knowing I'll miss my quiz. 30 minutes later, she finally emerges. You blocked me in! I'm going to be late for work now! She stomps toward her car. You blocked me in first! I missed my quiz because of you! Dad comes storming out, face red with anger. What's all this yelling about? Sky blocked my car on purpose, and now I'll be late. I didn't even see his hand coming toward my arm. You think this is acceptable behavior? Dad's grip tightened around my arm, his fingers digging into my skin like claws. You think blocking your sister's car is acceptable? After all we do for you? Let go! You're hurting me! He dragged me across the gravel driveway, my feet scraping against the rough surface as I tried to regain my balance. You need to learn some respect. With one violent motion, he threw me against our wooden fence. My back slammed into it, the impact knocking the air from my lungs. I slid down to the ground, shocked and gasping. Maybe next time you'll think before inconveniencing your sister. Across the street, our neighbor, Mr. Peterson, was watering his lawn, watching the whole scene unfold. Our eyes met for a brief moment before he turned away, pretending he hadn't seen anything. Dad, that's enough! You're making a scene! Amber called out, not concerned about me, but about appearances. I picked myself up, legs shaking, feeling a warm trickle down my elbow where the fence had scraped me. This is insane. I'm calling the police. Dad stepped closer, lowering his voice. You do that, and you can find somewhere else to live. Tonight. I limped back into the house, passing Mom, who stood frozen in the doorway. Are you okay, honey? She whispered. Like you care. Don't talk to your mother that way, Dad snapped, following me inside. This attitude is exactly the problem. In my room, I locked the door and examined the damage. My elbow was bleeding, and angry red marks wrapped around my arm where he'd grabbed me. My back throbbed where it had hit the fence. My phone buzzed with a text from Jenna. Quiz was easy. How'd you do? I called her immediately, my voice breaking as I explained what happened. Holy shit, Sky. Take pictures of your injuries right now. Document everything. What's the point? Nobody cares. I care, and the police will care too. This is assault. A knock at my door interrupted us. Just a sec, I told Jenna, quickly ending the call. Amber stood there, arms crossed. Way to ruin everyone's day. Dad's super upset now. Dad's upset? Look at what he did to me. I showed her my bleeding elbow. She rolled her eyes. You always have to make everything so dramatic. If you hadn't blocked my car, I didn't do it on purpose, and nothing justifies him throwing me against a fence. You provoked him. You always do with your attitude. Mom appeared behind her, carrying a first aid kit. Let me help clean that up. Now you want to help? Where were you 5 minutes ago when he was dragging me across the driveway? Your father just gets stressed sometimes. He works so hard for this family. That's not stress, Mom. That's abuse. She flinched like I'd slapped her. Don't use that word in this house. Why not? It's what's happening. Later that night, Jenna came over with ice cream and bandages. We sat on my bed with the door locked. You have bruises forming on your back, she said, examining me. This is serious, Sky. I can't just leave. I have nowhere to go. Stay with me. My parents won't mind. He'll just drag me back, claim I'm being rebellious or having a mental breakdown. Then we document everything. Every comment, every threat, we build a case. I scrolled through the photos we'd taken of my injuries, feeling something harden inside me. I'm done being his punching bag, and I'm done with this family protecting him. That's my girl. What's the plan? First, we gather evidence. Then I get out, and then he pays for what he's done. The next morning, I slipped my phone into my pocket, voice recorder running as I entered the kitchen. Dad was scanning the newspaper. Good morning. Maybe for some people. I've been up since 5 with work emergencies. I poured cereal, wincing at my bruises. Hard to sleep when your back is black and blue. Still complaining about yesterday? It wasn't that bad. You're too sensitive. Gotcha. First recording done. That afternoon, I met with Miss Rivera at the Campus Domestic Violence Center. These recordings are good evidence, Sky, but your safety comes first. I'm saving up, but don't have enough to move out yet. There are shelters. I need more than escape. I need him to face consequences. She nodded. That's valid, but justice takes time. Let's focus on your exit plan first. We mapped out everything, securing documents, transferring money to a new account, packing essentials gradually. Outside campus, I spotted Mr. Peterson trimming his hedges and approached. Afternoon. Beautiful day, almost as nice as yesterday when my father threw me against our fence. He looked away. I don't want to get involved in family matters. It's not a family matter when someone assaults another person. That's a crime. Your father's been in this neighborhood a long time. Would you say that if he'd done it to a stranger? Or is it only okay because I'm his daughter? His shoulders dropped. What do you want? A witness statement about what you saw. After a long pause. Fine. If needed, I'll tell what I saw. While everyone was out, I searched Dad's office. His emails revealed 3 HR complaints from female colleagues about intimidation and aggressive behavior, all quietly settled with NDAs. Classic Mark. That evening, Jenna helped me pack, disguising it as a donation run. This box has your important stuff: birth certificate, social security card. She slid it under my bed. My brother's old room is ready for you. You're literally saving my life. That's what friends do. 1 more week, and you're out. The door suddenly opened. Dad stood there, eyes fixed on the half-packed suitcase. Planning a trip I don't know about? Just clearing out old clothes. He held up my journal. Your mother found this when cleaning. Particularly interesting were your plans to build a case against me. Jenna stepped between us. Mr. Wallace, I should probably go. Stay out of family business. I stood taller despite my fear. Actually, it does concern her. She's been documenting everything, too. His face darkened. You think you can threaten me? In my own house? He leaned in close. Try to ruin my reputation, and I'll make sure you regret it. Nobody will believe you over me. I looked Dad straight in the eyes. I've already sent copies of everything to people who aren't in this house. Try anything and those go public. His hand twitched like he wanted to grab me, but Jenna was still there as a witness. You have until tomorrow to rethink this path you're on. 3 hours later, while he was at work and Mom was shopping, Jenna and I loaded everything into her car. I left a note. Don't try to find me. The next morning, Miss Rivera met us at the police station. Just tell them exactly what happened in detail. The officer looked skeptical until I showed her the photos and recordings. These are substantial. I also have a witness. My neighbor saw the assault. By afternoon, I had a temporary restraining order. By evening, Dad had been served with assault charges. His company's HR department received an anonymous email with his history of complaints and current charges. They placed him on immediate leave pending investigation. My phone exploded with texts from Amber. How could you do this to our family? Dad could lose his job. He assaulted me. Actions have consequences. You're destroying everything. My boss knows Dad from the club. Now he's questioning if I should represent the company at the conference. I put my phone on silent. 2 days later, Mom called. Can we meet for coffee? Just us? We sat at a corner table, her hands trembling around her cup. I should have protected you. I always told myself he was just strict, not abusive. You watched him drag me across concrete and throw me against a fence. I know. I've been talking to a counselor. Good for you. I'm glad you're getting help. We could try family therapy. No, I'm done with this family. Her eyes welled up. He's still your father. Biology doesn't excuse abuse. A week later, Amber lost her conference opportunity. Apparently, defending an abuser on social media wasn't a good look for the company. Dad pled guilty to reduced charges, 12 months probation and mandatory anger management. His company demoted him after their internal investigation found a pattern of intimidation. He sent a letter through his lawyer. I recognize my behavior was inappropriate. I hope we can rebuild our relationship. I sent it back with 2 words. No thanks. Mr. Peterson stopped by Jenna's house where I was staying. Just wanted to check how you're doing. I should have spoken up sooner. You did the right thing eventually. That matters. 6 months later, I graduated with my business degree and accepted a job 3 states away. Mom came to my graduation. Dad and Amber weren't invited. You could give him another chance, Mom suggested afterward. He's really changed. I've changed too. I don't need his approval anymore. My new apartment is small, but it's mine. Jenna visits often. I'm dating someone who's never raised his voice to me. Sometimes I still flinch at sudden movements, but less often now. Yesterday, Dad called from an unknown number. I miss you, Sky. I'm sorry for everything. I accept your apology, but that doesn't mean I want you in my life. I'm your father. You lost that privilege when you threw me against a fence. Goodbye, Mark. I hung up and blocked the number. Some relationships aren't meant to be saved. Some people don't deserve second chances. The greatest revenge wasn't the charges or the job demotion. It was building a life where I finally feel safe, respected, and free. What would you do if you were in Sky's position? Would you ever allow your abusive parent back into your life if they seemed genuinely changed? Or is permanently cutting ties the healthier choice? Have you ever had to make a difficult decision to remove a toxic family member from your life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If Sky's story resonated with you, please hit that like button so more people can find it. New stories like this one every day. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Your support helps this channel continue sharing these important stories.